Hi guys, I don't have a lot of time to do videos or anything like that, so I just wanted to do a video while I'm alone and I'm able to do this video. Now this is a very um, tough subject to do, and I didn't think I was going to start my channel with this video, but I'm kind of doing this video for my own documentation and for my own just so that I know, and just so I have, a record of what went on and, what happened. But its title says my miscarriage story, and I'll be talking about that. So if you care to know more, just keep on listening. So I had my son back in July of 2009, and me and my husband, we knew we wanted to wait a couple of years till we tried for another baby. Now, not being selfish or anything like that, I didn't want a summer baby for my next child. And just because my son's born in the summer, and I have 4 nephews that are born in the summer. Nephews, all boys. They're all born in the summer from June to August. And I just didn't want a summer baby. I wanted something different. I wanted, in the fall or the spring, just something away from the summer. So, well, last year, we were kind of thinking of trying in around March to May of last year of 2010, but it just didn't happen, and we just wanted to wait. We told ourselves we were going to wait till February of 2012. So January 2012 comes, and I'm just ready. I am ready for another baby, and we, baby danced, and we just, it happened. We had sex, and it happened, and I didn't think I was going to get pregnant so fast, but I do track my cycles, and I do know when I ovulate, and I do know how long my cycles are, my period cycles, and so I knew that we did the deed when I was ovulating. But then again, I'm thinking, okay, a lot of people, do it, and when they're ovulating, they just don't get pregnant. So I never thought that it would happen so fast. Excuse me. And so then, time passes by. My period's supposed to come on a Friday. Okay, just to backtrack, my last period was December 31st. My period was supposed to come January 27th, which is the Friday. And so I didn't want to test. I was starting to get kind of symptoms. Now with my daughter Heaven and with Ryan, I didn't really get any symptoms. My boobs would feel different, but I never had morning sickness or anything like that. So when Friday the 27th came, I told Henry, okay, my period has no signs of coming, but I'm still going to wait till Sunday, which is the 29th, to test. And so I waited till Sunday morning to test, and it came positive, and here's a picture of that right now. So it came positive, and I was so happy, and I was happy. I felt like I knew I was pregnant, and I could feel like the change in me, but like okay, so I told my husband, and he was excited as well, and I told my mom as well, and I told my close people that are close to me, and it was just different. It wasn't like when I found out I was pregnant with Ryan. Like, it was just different. It was I don't know. So that Monday the 30th, I called my OBGYN, and I told him that I like that I'm pregnant, and they scheduled an appointment the next day. They asked me if I can come in to do paperwork and stuff like that. So the next day I go in and they're like, well, you're very early. He does a sonogram on me, but the one over my belly. He says, you're really, really early. I go, I figured. He's like, well, I don't see anything now, but come in next week and we'll check everything. So the next Tuesday I go, which is the 7th. The 7th I go, and again he can't see anything, but he's again, you're probably really early, and by then I'm thinking I'm 5 or 6 weeks, and so I'm like, all right, and he goes, your appointment's on the 6th of March. And that's when, you will see we'll hear the heartbeat. I didn't even see it on the sonogram and stuff like that. So I was like, all right, that's cool. So time went on, and the 7th passed, and the whole week passed. Well, fast forward to February the 15th, which is a Wednesday. That day I woke up and I wiped, and I could see very little pink. Now, I read a lot of internet stuff and blogs and YouTube and a lot of stuff that I know a little bit of pink is okay. I mean, it's going to happen. So I wasn't too worried about it. Then I went through a whole day, and I would wipe and a little more came out, but it wasn't bad at all. It was nothing bad. So I did tell Henry, because I don't want like something to happen and then he'll be like, well, you never told me this, what was going on. So I told him what had happened, like that I was, wiping and there was a little bit of pink. So then Thursday morning comes along, and I go to the restroom when I wake up in the morning, and I wipe, and there's like blood, like the first day period type blood. But then again, I was so scared to like call the doctor and them tell me, well, you need to come in, and I was like, no, this is not happening. Everything's okay. And so I didn't call until we went to Walmart that day, and I went to the restroom at Walmart and I wiped again, and there was more blood. So I called them. I called my OBGYN's office, and the nurse was like, well, if you feel you need to come into the ER, you go in, but you just need to rest and drink lots of water, and it's up to you. If you feel that there's a lot of blood and it's not normal, then you need to come in. So then we came home, and I just did a little bit of cleaning, real like gentle. It wasn't moving too much, and I went to the restroom like around 6 o'clock, and I started seeing like clots, like small, I don't even know, like really, really small, but blood clots. So I told Henry, let's go to the emergency room. I know that's a bad sign. But still, I'm like, everything can be okay. It's just, everything's going to be okay. And I try to be really positive when it comes to stuff like that. So then we get to the hospital, and I tell them that I believe I'm 7 weeks pregnant, but I'm bleeding really bad. And by this time, it was like me getting worse. I was bleeding really heavy. And they're like, okay, have a seat, and we'll set up a doctor with you. And about 30 minutes later, I finally get into a room, and the doctor's like, well, we need a urine sample. And I'm like, well, I'm bleeding really bad. He tells me it's fine, just pee in this like bucket thing and you'll be fine. So I go to the restroom, and I use the restroom, and I just knew that I was going through a miscarriage. I went to in the bucket thing, and just blood clots, like big ball-sized blood clots started coming out. And I just knew that I was having a miscarriage and there was nothing I could do about it, you know. So I go back to the room and they still want to do like an ultrasound and they still want to do um, tissue tests and all this stuff. But I just knew and it's a different experience going through like a stillbirth and a miscarriage. Like it's kind of, and having like a healthy pregnancy all in one. Like it's really hard. Um, Not a lot of people go through that, like to have all three, and it's just hard. And like I'm scared to get pregnant again for the fact like I have to worry about the beginning now because of miscarriages, and I have to worry about like the later situation just because of my stillbirth. But then I know everything can be okay because of Ryan. He's fine and healthy. So then they just do all this stuff, and I already knew that I was miscarriaging. They finally tell me that I am, and that I just need to rest and take care of myself. And it was still very hard. It was hard also because like I told people at work that I was pregnant, and just having to go back and tell them, well, I miscarried, or it's just really, really hard. So plans for the future, I guess, to move forward and stay positive. I plan on trying again, of course. I don't know when. Me and my husband have talked about it. We don't know exactly when we will try again, but we are. This time, I'm not gonna say anything publicly. Like, if you want to follow me on here on YouTube, then follow me on YouTube, because this is the only place that I will probably say anything about it. I just don't want, a lot of, I don't, it just don't, to me, it's heartbreaking for me to tell people, that it didn't happen. But I do want to keep like a live journal about it. So if you just want to follow me here, go ahead, and, I'll do videos about it, but the next time I don't plan on like announcing it too much. But I'm positive, and I can't say that I haven't gone through it, because, like, I haven't gone through it now. I mean, I've gone through a stillbirth, I've gone through a miscarriage, so I've gone through everything now. And I just stay strong and I stay positive, and I know everything's going to be okay. It's just, just staying positive is the thing. I will. It's not like I won't, but uh, yeah. So I just want to do this video really, really fast and just say my story, and I hope you enjoy. Just subscribe to me if you want, and there'll be more videos coming soon about trying to conceive again, and just life in general. So thank you for watching. Bye.